Hello everyone on YouTube. I come on today to do a video, basically another update on my surgery and my iron and my A1C levels. I also come on to say I appreciate the comments and the thank yous for doing these videos. It makes the videos more worthwhile. But even if I didn't receive those, I still would do the videos because the information just needs to be out there. Because like I said before, when I was doing my research, or still researching, I mean, I won't start researching until I'm on that table. But while I'm doing my research, it's still hard to Google anything about diabetics and surgery on YouTube anyway and get a real life perspective on it. So I appreciate you all who appreciate it. I appreciate those who view, and I appreciate those who comment. I really appreciate that. So thank you. But I am on here today to tell you that I think my iron, I haven't had it tested, so I'm not giving you information on numbers that I have, but I will have them soon. Aunt Flo is visiting, and I'm waiting for her to go away, and I will get my numbers checked right after that. And the reason why is because of the fact that my surgery is December 5th. She came a little early this month. She came on the 24th, the end of the 24th. And so she came a little early because normally she doesn't come until like the 27th or the 28th. So I don't know if the iron pills are regulating my cycle or had it come a little bit early. I'm actually hoping that it regulates it a little bit more. For the month of November, I'll get my cycle a little bit early. I won't mind having a cycle in 2 weeks from now because of the fact that I would like to build my iron up a little bit more before my surgery. But if that doesn't happen, that's fine as well. But I'll have it checked right afterwards because, like I said, my surgery is December 5th. And if my cycle comes around the same time, the 23rd to 24th of next month, then it should be going right before the 1st, or right around the 1st. So that means I will only have 5 days before my surgery. So my doctor did prescribe me iron ferrite sulfate. Iron ferrite sulfate, I think that's what it's called. And she gave it to me 325 milligrams a day. 325 milligrams a day, 3 times a day, to help build my iron. So I'm working on that. And everybody asks me, does it make me constipated? And it doesn't. I think I've mentioned this before, but I'm on metformin, and metformin keeps me pretty regulated. Let's say it like that. So I don't have to worry about me being constipated so far as the iron is concerned. I am losing weight though, and what I did notice was I do have a stomach. I know I haven't done y'all a full body video or what have you. I do have a stomach, but I don't have a lot of back fat. I don't have a lot of arm fat. I don't want to show y'all my bubble. But I don't have a lot of arm fat. And I don't have... Well, my legs are kind of thick. They're not that thick. So I don't know how much fat I'm going to have for my BBL. But I don't really want a large BBL. I just want to kind of round me out a little bit more and give me some subtle hips. I don't want them to... I don't have to have them banging. And I don't have to, look like I'm going dance on a video. I don't have to have that. But I do want curves. I do want sexiness. And I want the stomach gone. So with that being said, hopefully I have enough fat to do the fat transfers to where they need to be transferred to. But if not, I'll look at it as, that's just not meant for me to have. Also, before I get any further into this video, I'm not quite sure. I'm quite sure. I'm not even saying not quite sure. I'm quite sure everyone has read on social media about the young lady who died on Wednesday morning. My family, My condolences goes out to her family and friends, and her children on their loss. I know that that's a fear of everyone's, but from what I've heard, I wasn't there, so I don't know the specific facts, but from what I heard, that this could have been well prevented and her life could have been saved. So that makes this even worse. If it was just straight out negligence and her not being attended to like she should. But like I said again, I'm delivering overheard information, not something I know for fact. So don't take what I say for fact, because that's not something I know for fact. But to touch on that, by us being diabetics, a lot of people fear that. They fear the fact of them being chronically ill. Actually, I mean, we do have a chronic illness, and they worry about us, you passing in the midst of having this surgery, or you being sick to the point that you don't heal well, and these different things. Well, there are different measures and there's different steps you can take to make sure that you are a healthier you. I suggest anyone with any illness, whether it's high blood pressure, diabetes, 1 or 2, depending on what you have, whatever illness that you have, always try to make you a healthier you. Don't just make you healthy enough for the surgery. Make sure that whatever changes in life you were willing to make before the surgery, that you are willing to make those exact same changes after. Keep those changes after surgery. It doesn't make sense to go through all that and spend all that money to go back to being sick because you're not taking your meds, or you're not eating correctly, or whatever the case may be, to keep you healthier. Just make sure that you're as healthy as you can be and know what your body can tolerate. If you go in thinking, oh, I want a mommy makeover, and know all the things that the mommy makeover consists of, and you do not take the proper steps to make sure that you're healthy enough for a mommy makeover, please do not get a mommy makeover. Do not get your tummy done, get lipo, aggressive lipo, because mainly that's what they do in the DR. Get your breast done, have a BBL, have your arms and your legs done. Please do not have all these procedures done, and your body, you know that your body is not prepared to take that kind of trauma. I always say, and one of the young ladies who watch me always makes fun of me because I always say I want to be one and done, and I do. But if I get to the DR and I feel that my body is not ready for me to be one and done, I won't be one and done. And that's what I'm saying to you. If you do not feel, or you are not comfortable with when you get on that table, them doing all those procedures on you, and you feel like your body will not be able to tolerate that, then don't do that. Because the goal at the end of the day is always to be sexy but healthy. You want to be sexy, but you want to be able to still take care of your kids. You want to be sexy, but you still want to be able to take care of you. You want to be sexy, but you still want to be able to live that life that you got sexy for. So if you're not able, your body is not strong, and you know if your body is strong enough for that or not. You know if you didn't got on the table and had surgery before and you had a complication, then maybe you should only get 2 things done. Get your muscle repair, get your tummy tuck, get you some lipo, call it a day. If you have had a C-section 3-4 times and you know that your body, healed pretty well and you didn't have any issues, or whatever the case may be, whatever kind of surgeries you have, the gastric bypass, or whatever you had done, and your body did pretty well, then your body may do okay. But if you know for a fact that your body did not do well with any of the surgeries that you've had, and you're electing to have this elective surgery, it's not worth your life. It's not worth your mother not having a daughter, your father not having a daughter, your children not to have a mother, your husband not to have a wife. It's not worth those things. So make sure that you're okay. Whether it's going through a battery of tests here in the United States, even though that they test you in the DR, you still need to go through a battery of tests here. If you have heart issues, you need to make sure your heart is straight. If you've ever had blood clot issues, you need to make sure that, look, I'm going to be okay for this surgery. Talk to your primary care physician. Look, understand this. Everyone will not understand or support you in your decision. Understandable. That is understanding, but it's still okay for you to say, look, this is what I want to have done, and I just want to make sure that I'm at the best place in my life. My body is in the best health that it can be in to sustain whatever surgeries I choose to have. And if the doctor said, well, you know, it's not worth it, you can't do that because you have X, Y, and Z, and your body is not strong enough for that, then listen to your physician. Do not take the chance of coming all the way down to the DR and the doctor saying that you okay, because let me tell you something. Nobody knows you better than you. When you go into this other country to have surgeries, some doctors are more than willing to be concerned about their patients, but there are more that are more willing to do it worth over the dollar and not your health. And then when you put out that dollar and they put you on that table and you don't make it, that is a whole nother situation. You understand? So take heed to what I'm saying. Do not put your life at risk for this. It's elective, which means you're doing this because you want to, not because you have to. And you can always go back and do the rest later. Do what your body can handle. And whatever you go over there and you do, and the doctor tell you, look, I'm willing to do your tummy tuck, I'm willing to give you a aggressive lipo everywhere, but ma'am, I don't think I should do your breast, or I shouldn't do that rhinoplasty, or I shouldn't do your chin, or I shouldn't do whatever it is extra that you're asking them to do, because this is going to be a waste, a lot of loss of blood, and I don't think your body can handle it. Listen to that doctor. Don't get mad with him. Don't go and say, oh, I'll find me another doctor that will give me what I want, because that other doctor may be willing to give you what you want, but that may be God coming through that doctor telling you that if you do all these things to your body, that it may take your life, or you may not come over well, whatever the case may be. So I'm going to say it again. Make sure you think of all the things that you're putting at risk when you're out there having those surgeries, if you know for a fact that your body is not prepared for that kind of surgery yet. If you're not ready, if you're not healthy, if you're not taking your vitamins, if your A1C levels are not down to where they need to be, if your blood pressure is high and you know that your blood pressure is high always and it's not going to be okay for you to have this surgery, do not spend your money on a ticket to go to the DR to have this surgery. Any surgery. Not even a DR. You could do it here in the United States. Don't do it if your body isn't ready for it. Take heed to that. And it made me really think about that when this young lady passed away. And I'm not saying that her body couldn't handle it. I'm not saying that she did something she wasn't supposed to do. I will never blame the victim of a tragedy. What I'm saying is, it made me think about the fact that I don't want you all to go over there and make decisions based on the fact that this is what you want instead of what is best for your body, best for your health, best for you to come back here safely and to come back here. You understand? I just want you all to understand that. Now, we're going to talk about doctors as well. I picked my doctor because I trust my doctor. Dr. Tech Tuck, I think, is wonderful. I talk to him on a daily, pretty much. Anything I ask of him, he's more than willing to answer. or do if I need him to do them to a certain extent. I really like my doctor. Even though I have not met my doctor in person, I trust him. I trust him with my life. Am I a little nervous? Yes. I wasn't as nervous at first until I started realizing I only have like 4.5 weeks left before I leave for my surgery. And then this happened with this young lady. So it's like, that kind of put a little fear in me. Also made me think about my one and done situation. So I may not be one and done. I would still like to be one and done. And if I get there and my doctor tell me that I'm clear to do one and done, I may do it. But it all depends on my state of mind. And if my body doesn't, in my mind, I don't feel like my body can handle it, I won't. I won't do it. And that's what I'm telling you all. If your body can't handle it, and you know your body can't handle it, don't do it. I think that's pretty much it. Like I said, I'm working on my iron levels still. Hopefully they'll be, I want them to at least be a 12.5 directly after my cycle, which means I have done pretty well with raising it before my cycle. And I'll keep on taking my medication until the day of my surgery. I'm sorry, y'all. Excuse me. And I don't edit. If you notice, I do this in my car. I don't edit at all. So I apologize for the yawning. I just got off a shift at work and I'm tired. And I have a couple of errands to run. So, and when I saw the young lady, I didn't pay attention to what your name was. So I'm sorry about that. But a young lady sent me a message, basically thanking me for the videos. And I appreciate that because, like I said, when I was researching, there were no one out there specifically talking about their illness and having surgery. Now, I don't have anything else wrong with me. I don't have no diabetic, I will say side effects. I don't have no diabetic illnesses. I'm so sorry. Illnesses from my diabetes. I don't have not side effects, whatever it is. I don't have that. I don't have high blood pressure. My cholesterol is slightly elevated, but it's not of no major concern as far as my doctor is concerned. But yeah, just make sure you're better you. I'm going on a diet for the month of November. Not a diet per se. I necessarily just want to be able to, I think I'm going to start drinking a smoothie once a day or twice a day, depending, replacing one of my meals with a smoothie. Excuse me, or both of my meals with a smoothie. My lunch and my breakfast and my lunch, and then having a sensible dinner. Just so that, like I said, and taking in more vegetables, because I haven't really been. And I think for me to take in more vegetables would be to go to having a smoothie with an abundance of vegetables in it, to get my vegetable intake every day. So that's what I'm going to do for the month of November. I probably will take you all along with me. I'm on my way to Walmart now. To basically buy me a better, nicer blender to be able to blend my make my smoothies or whatever. If anyone have a suggestion on making smoothies overnight and keeping them not cold, but like that icy slushy texture, can you please let me know? Because I prefer to make my smoothies the night before I need them. Like, make them at night and then have it in the refrigerator in the morning. Get up, walk, and grab it and walk out the door. I work a lot of early mornings, and I work right before I leave. My job is pretty busy. I don't know if I ever told you all, but I am a banquet server. So we have a lot of long days. I'll go to work sometimes 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and I won't get off until sometimes 6, 7, 8. It could be 12 o'clock at night, depending on the function that we're doing. So give me some suggestions on being able to keep my smoothies cold, or more of a slushy type, because I don't want to juice. I don't think I would like juicing. And I think that if I were to leave it in the refrigerator and it turns to juice, I wouldn't enjoy it. So just, if you're watching and you have a suggestion, I need my eyebrows waxed, please give me a suggestion at the bottom. That's all I had to say for today or right now. If something else comes to mind or someone asks me a question, I'm more than willing to answer them. I'll get back on and give an answer to your question. Most likely, if you send me a message, I will do a video and answer your question, if it's a question. If it's a comment and you're just saying, you know, thank you, or you appreciate the commentary, I'll just thank you on a video. I'll answer your, don't get me wrong, I will answer your text message. I mean, not your text message. Don't pay me no mind, I'm tired, like I said. I will answer your comment, but I will also address it in a video. Or sometimes I may not be able to address the comment because I may get it at work. So then I'll address it in a video, probably on the way home, and still send you a message back on the comment, so that you can know that I really read the comment and I really appreciate the response. Okay guys, my phone is about to die, so I am going to end this video now because it got really dark. Y'all have a blessed day.